Welcome to episode 791, Neil Bluhm, 8 Lessons. This is an outline of episode 791, lesson 1 to lesson 4. This is lesson 5 to lesson 8. Lesson 1, 51 years in real estate. He co-founded JMB Realty in 1969 when he was 31.
So we have somewhat of I've been in business a long time. I'm sort of the old father of this group here. That's a compliment to you guys. I wish I were your age. But the reality is I have never seen so much disagreement about what's happening in the world.
Lesson 2, the best time to buy is at the bottom.
The line is that the real returns, when you look back, are the highest when you invest near the bottom or on the way back, and that your returns are lousy when you're investing at the top.
Lesson 3, buy building below replacement costs.
For a long-term horizon, because, as I said earlier, there's not a lot of new construction, and you banks, you're going to see more and more opportunities in that sense. And as John Gray said, you're still able to buy clearly way below replacement costs, or way below certainly where assets traded in 06 and 07, not suggesting those were good pricing. Obviously they weren't. But
Lesson 4, buy opportunistic property. For example, property not fully leased.
I think there's a difference in the pricing pullback depending on the kind of assets. If you're dealing with a more opportunistic asset where you're betting on releasing the property or a lot of vacancies, filling it up, etc., prices have come down, I think, because the buyers, like the people at this table, are more nervous about the economy and less certain about the growth over the last 3 or 4 months.
Lesson 5, reinventing himself. For example, building casinos.
Neil, you built a casino, created 400 jobs there. It's happening, right?
5,000 jobs.
5,000.
We built 4 casinos since the Great Recession. These are regional casinos, not Las Vegas. Cities like Chicago, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh. Our win, which is our revenue, basically, is up probably 15% year to year.
Lesson 6, form partners to reduce risk. Example 1, with Judd Melkins, a partner at JMP Realty for 25 years. Example 2, with J.B. Prisker, who was a partner at Niagara Casino Group. Lesson 7, buy core assets. Core assets are those with good and predictable cash flow.
On the other hand, if you're buying a more of a core type asset with a very good cash flow, with interest rates being virtually as low as they've ever been, pricing is probably held more because if you're buying a fully leased building or something for 10 years or something with good credit, and you look at interest rates.
Lesson 8, the price of real estate depends on interest rate and inflation.
We have a situation where there's a disconnect between buyers and sellers, and the sellers are still looking in the rearview mirror. And there is some development, much more now than there was, as Sam said.
Some, Neil?
Well, Sam, you're looking at a lot of apartments. There's more apartment developments.
How about office space?
It is starting in...
How about hotels? How about industrial?
There is development all over, except in retail.
Oh, good, okay. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget.
All right. But I would say this, if we're going to have higher interest rates and we're going to have inflation, where it's going to be more expensive to develop new properties because you won't be able to get a reasonable return on your cost of building the property.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave your questions and comments below. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.